Dad, enough! What's the point of wasting all these years behind that mop? My voice was shaking. My eyes were filled with tears. My father slowly placed the mop back into the bucket.
Mija,
It meant my daughter, he said softly.
you still don't understand, do you?
What is there to understand? People don't respect you. You wake up at 5 every morning to clean that building while they make millions. And you...
I earn pride.
That shut me up. Because in that moment, I saw something in his eyes. A secret, glowing with pride and mystery. But that secret, I wouldn't discover it that day. It would take months. And when I finally did, it would turn my whole life upside down. Every morning at 5 a.m., my dad cleaned the same floors. Goldman Sachs headquarters in Manhattan. Same mop, same bucket, for 20 years. He'd put on that gray uniform, take his cleaning cart, and walk into the building. Inside, people made millions. He made minimum wage. And me? I hated him for it. God, I hated watching him come home smelling like cleaning chemicals, his knees aching from hours on marble floors, while arrogant bankers walked past him like he didn't exist.
Mika, he'd say, education is everything. Study hard. Get out of this life.
So I did. Full scholarship to Columbia. Then Harvard Law. Graduated top of my class. Got a job offer at a big firm. $190,000 starting salary. I was finally getting out. I was going to be everything my father wasn't. But then, I found out the truth. It was a Tuesday.
Miss Martinez, this is Jennifer from Goldman Sachs HR. We need you to come collect your father's belongings. He's retiring.
Retiring? But he's only 61. He said he'd work until 65.
He's fine. He just wants to explain himself. Could you come in today?
I hadn't set foot in that building in years. The place where my father was invisible. Security recognized him instantly.
Carlos, your daughter's here.
He appeared from around the corner. The same gray uniform, the same tired smile, the same cart.
Poppy, what's going on? Why are they saying you're retiring?
He looked at me, really looked, and for the first time in my life, I saw something in his eyes. Amusement.
Mija, we need to talk, but not here. Come to my office.
Your office? He didn't have an office. He had a supply closet. But then we got into the elevator. Not the service one, the executive elevator. He scanned his card, the panel lit up. We went up and up, 45th floor, executive level. Dad, please, we'll get in trouble.
The doors opened. Carlos Martinez, Chief Executive Officer.
I couldn't breathe. I don't understand.
My father walked into that enormous corner office like he owned it, because he did.
Sit down, Mija. This will take a minute. I'm not a janitor. The words came out calm, simple. I mean, I used to be. 20 years ago, that was true. He sat behind the massive mahogany desk. But 15 years ago, the CEO at the time, Richard Morrison, saw me reading a financial report someone threw away. He asked for my opinion. I told him the numbers were fake. Someone was hiding losses.
He paused.
I was right. It saved the company $340 million. Morrison took me under his wing, sent me to night school, got me an MBA, eventually made me CFO. And 5 years ago, when he retired, he recommended me as CEO. I stared at him, speechless.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Because I needed to see who you would become.
What do you mean?
You were angry, ashamed. I heard you that night when you were 16, talking to your boyfriend.
My stomach dropped. I remembered.
My dad's just a janitor. It's embarrassing. I can't wait to get out of here and never look back.
You said those words, he continued quietly.
And they broke my heart because I realized I was raising someone who valued money over character.
So that's why you kept cleaning?
Yes, I'd finish my CEO work at 4 a.m., change into my janitor uniform, and start mopping at 5, just to see who you'd become.
He pulled out some photos. Me, walking past janitors at Columbia, eyes on my phone. Me, stepping over a cleaner at my law firm. Me, putting my cup on a janitor's trash cart at Starbucks without even looking at him. Mija, he said.
Intentions don't matter. Actions do. And I watched you for years.
Then he opened a drawer. A letter. Vice President of Community Relations, Goldman Sachs. Salary, $250,000. But there was one condition.
You'll work here as a janitor for 1 year. 5 a.m. shifts. Minimum wage. After that year, if you truly understand what it means to see people, you'll take the VP role.
Tears streamed down my face. I accept, I whispered. Poppy, you were right. I became one of them. Year 1, day 1. 5 a.m. Gray uniform, cleaning cart. I met Maria, 58 years old, from Guatemala. Worked there for 30 years. You're Carlos's daughter? She asked in Spanish. Yes. She smiled knowingly. He's a good man. He still mops with us sometimes. While emptying trash in the executive conference room, David Chen, the guy who'd once interviewed me, frowned. We're about to start a meeting. Can you come back later? Sorry, sir. I'll be quick. God, why is it so hard to find competent cleaning staff? Laughter filled the room. And that's when I understood what my father had endured every single day. Sarah Thompson, a VP, my age. One morning, she spilled her coffee and walked away. I cleaned it. She came back.
Can you hurry? I've got a meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
And next time, clean this area earlier. It's disgusting.
Something broke inside me.
I'll try to be more invisible.
She laughed.
Perfect.
Crying. From a bathroom stall. A young analyst, maybe 23.
They fired me. Said I wasn't Goldman material.
I sat down next to her on the bathroom floor. You know, your worth isn't measured by your salary. It's measured by how you treat people. She cried harder.
Thank you. Nobody here's been kind to me.
I see you, I said. And one day, you'll see others too. Month 10, Dad called me in.
I've been watching. Maria's proud of you. Emily, too. You're seeing people now.
I cried. Dad, I finally get it. What it means to be invisible.
And you taught me humanity.
1 year later. Now I'm VP of Community Relations at Goldman Sachs. But every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 a.m., I still mop the floors. People talk. The VP is cleaning? Is this a joke? Let them talk. Because now I see people. Maria, James, Emily. They've all been promoted because I see them. One day, Sarah Thompson scolded a new analyst. You don't fit the Goldman culture. I was nearby, this time in my VP clothes. Sarah, my office now. Excuse me? My office. She rolled her eyes.
You can't order me around.
Last year, you spilled your coffee. Remember that janitor you told to be more invisible? That was me.
Her face turned white.
That analyst you just humiliated? He's brilliant. He works for me now. And Sarah, you're fired.
For what?
For choosing not to see. Now there's a photo on my office wall. Me and my dad, side by side, both in gray uniforms, both holding mops. Because he taught me the greatest lesson of all. A person's worth isn't in their salary. It's in how they treat others when no one's watching. Dad still mops. Why are you still cleaning toilets? You're the CEO, they ask. He just smiles. The day I think I'm too important to mop a floor is the day I forget who I am. Now I understand. Wealth doesn't change you, it reveals you. My dad was never invisible. I was just blind. But not anymore. Not anymore. Note: if you see a janitor today, say hello. Learn their name. They might be a CEO teaching their daughter humanity, or maybe they're just the quiet heroes holding your world together. Either way, they deserve to be seen.